Good evening, Mr. Michael Price. How are you, sir? Thank you for sharing the event. Glad to see you here. Well, welcome back to the show that never ends. It is the Howl. We're here every Saturday, or almost every Saturday. Unless we're not. All right, let's start off with a song about the traveling people. I dreamed a dream the other night, a dream long ago. I saw in the traveling folk along the open road. His step was light, his head held high to catch the scent of spring, and his voice rang through the countryside as he began to sing. Oh, come all you tramps and harken back, he gave the words belong. The tramp, the country road and room, come listening and know. I'll tell to you a roving tale of sights that I hate see. Far off and take the snowy north, and south like Gretna Green. I've traveled roads in the lonely land, I've seen rushing spring. I've been by creek and cavender and by shores lofty. I watched the rain on the border hills and the mist in northern glen. And I bet good beneath the moon in Corey's lady clay. And I'm off in blue like I walk and house trending right. My business takes me anywhere, sure I travel near and far. For I am a roving in my blood, there's nothing I do like as long as I do my daily fare and keep on my back. I'm happy in the summertime beneath the bright blue sky. They're thinking in the morning, at night driving high. Oh, butter by or anywhere or amongst the hay. And if the weather does permit, I'm happy every day. I think I'll go to Patty's Land. I'm making up my mind. For Scotland brave the afternoon, can erase the wind. And I'll trust in Providence if Providence proves true. And I will sing of Erin's Isle when I come back to you. Oh, you tramps and harbor lads, we gave the word belong. The tramp, the country road I rode, come listen, here and all. I'll tell you a roving tale of sights that I hate seen. Far off and take the snowy north and south like Gretna Green. of my dream. The dawn song had begun. The birds sang out their old songs to greet the rising sun. I lay among the shadows, and I thought of days long gone, and those wandering tramps and hawker lads whose days are surely done. Here we go. All right, let's see if this will tolerate it. Yeah, she will. So how about a modern folk song by Corinne Polwart and John McCusker. Hey guy in the house?
At Sheila's house. And Kyle and Allison Madsen dropped in and then dropped out because she's at the women's basketball game.
That was nice for her to drop in. I see Ren Riga.
Yep.
Brian Baxter.
Yeah, and which means Donica's here. Hello.
And Michael Price, of course. I already said hello to Mr. Michael Price. All right, how about a song? Well, Allison may not be here, but she always requests the bus song, so it's the next one on the list here. My name's Robert Wilson. I'm from Moped, Wisconsin. I've been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. I walked the boulevard in Hollywood. I caught a Vegas show, was no good. I met a dancer there, starting Broadway play. But it's a lonely world from this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. 3,000 miles, gone a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Now 21 is as good a guess as any age. I confess to, let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Back in school I found me the written truth on napkin straw, telephone book. I studied a while, the college started right away. Learned much more from the back of this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. 3,000 miles, I got a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Have you seen where the world outside is turning? And yours will put here for the learning. People talk to themselves on Greyhound. Even the driver trained to hear. They tell the same forgotten story. Well, it for forgetful ears. 3,000 miles, I've come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Now you can stand up a woman with 2 kids and a bottle of booze, and she correct them both like matches whenever they venture too close to refuse. And I sat with the girl from Boston. We were playing cards, for cigarettes. I lost her name in a poker game, but her face I will never forget. I'll never forget the views from these windows. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. I've come a long, long way. Yeah, yeah. Been here 14 days, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come a long, long way, yeah, yeah, yeah. 3,000 miles, 3,000
Hey, guess what?
Craig!
Craig, Adventure Doc, and Michelle Chase, and Ruel,
Ruel's here.
and Paul Campbell
Paul Campbell.
from Galway City on the
The
west coast of Ireland.
West Coast to the West Coast.
That's right. Whoop, whoop.
Well, we got a song for Michelle Chase that I didn't do last week.
Okay.
So I missed the request for Cold Missouri Waters,
Como Woe.
Como H2O. And so we're going to do that.
Outstanding. Ruel, go talk to Holly. Tell her I said hi. Her daughter's calling.
So, here's a song by Mr. James Keelahan. It's all about, it's a guy named Dodge Wagner who was sitting in bed 10 years after the events in question. He's in a hospital bed dying of Lou Gehrig's disease, and he's interviewed by Gordon MacLean. I need to write it down. But he's interviewed for a book that this guy's writing about this smoke jumpers, in particular the Man Gulch disaster that happened in 1949 in Montana. 15 men jumped out of an airplane and only 2 made it back alive. Dodge was one of them. He was the crew chief. And he was the guy that, when they were surrounded by flames on both sides after the fire had crowned and jumped from the crowns of the trees on one side of the valley to the other, and they had the river behind them, and there was no way they were going to outrun the fire, he made his own fire, like the Native Americans used to do on the plains. And he said, hey, everybody just lie down in this fire and we'll be safe. The fire will jump over us. And they thought he was crazy. So they didn't do it, and they didn't make it out. So it's called Cold Missouri Waters. And it goes a lot better when you got the capo on in the right place. Chart there at the foot end of the bed. They think I'm blind, that I can't read it. But I read every word, and every word that says it's dead. So confession, is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mentioned it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. August 49, North Montana. The hottest day on record. Forest tend to dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crow chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. Feel the tap upon your leg that tells you go. See the circle of the fire down below. 15 of us drop above cold Missouri water. I gauge the fire, I've seen bigger. So I ordered down the side hill and we fight it from below. We'd have our backs to the river. We'd have a lick by morning, even if we took it slow. But the fire ground jumped the valley just ahead. There's no way down, headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, you'd have to fight that slope instead. Flames one step behind above the cold Missouri water. Sky had turned red, smoke was spoiling. 200 yards to safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. I struck a match to waist high, grass running out of time. I tried to tell them, step into this fire I've set. You can't make it, this is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me, ran for the rocks above instead. I lay face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. there were none but to survive. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river, wondered how I stayed alive. 13 stations with a cross to mark their fall. I've had my say, I'll confess to nothing more. I will join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. So that's from Michelle Chase. Thanks for the request. One string down.
Yep. You're gonna have to play your regular guitar.
I got another one. Okay. So that's Christian says. Okay. A request for that one, and here's another one we had a request for, and on this one, it's from Taylor Cook, and I got to play this one in Ireland. I think it was at Ballyvorney, and people seemed to sang right along. Although they sang along the version that they knew, not my version.
Oh, interesting.
Just a slightly different.
Shout out, hi Kevin Kennedy.
Hey Kevin,
And,
I understand that Kevin got a brand new bag.
oh.
Dig it.
Hi Janice Gorman.
Hey Janice, thanks for joining us. Gotta get a new battery in this thing again.
Well, if you want to give it to me after you tune, I can go.
I've got another tuner here. Maybe this one will work.
Okay.
Just it's not bright enough.
Okay.
Much better. Easier.
Baby's got a brand new bag.
You're lying to me. That doesn't sound right.
Tuning.
If I'm tuning, you're drinking. That's the rule. I don't make the rules. Oh, yes, I do, but. Here's one for Taylor Cook.
Yay. Ursula, get your shit together, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning, simply because you can.
All right, let's try that again.
Thank you.
On the first day of January 1892, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. And the first to cross the threshold care was any more from Ireland, who was on 15 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fear, but it's not the isle you left behind. And I love hunger, I love pain, I'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. In a little bag she carried all her past and history, and her dreams for the future in that land of liberty. And courage is the passport when your old world disappears. But there's no future in the past, and yours 15 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fear, but it's not the isle you left behind. And I love hunger, I love pain, I'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. And they closed down Ellis Island in 1943. 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. And in springtime when I went there and I stepped onto its pier, I thought of how it must have been in yours 15 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fear, but it's not the isle you left behind. And I love hunger, I love pain, I'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fear, but it's not the Isle you left behind. That I love hunger, I love pain, I'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. But the Isle of Home is always on your mind.
Beautiful. I've missed Ursula so much.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of a finer touch than some of the other
Mm-hmm.
instruments I have. So we had one other request to follow up on, which was from Paul Campbell, who asked for a wrap up on the Scottish trip.
Yes, I owe some more information. I missed a bunch of days in the middle.
Yep.
But I will post some more. But
Okay, yeah. So I did a radio interview on
For
CelticMusicRadio.net, I believe is what it is, and they have a station, internet station that goes out of Glasgow. And I had a lovely interview about it was an hour, it was half an hour or an hour. I think it was an hour because they played 3 songs, and that's 15 minutes right there. So it must have been a half an hour. And got a little talk about the album. Got to talk about my trip over there, how it grew. I spent several years over there growing up, and so that's all out there. There's a link.
That you gave Craig and Paul Campbell.
Yes, I did, because I am nothing without you, my howlers. So,
We love you, Howler babies.
And what else? So there's that. Did the radio interview. We started off. We flew into Edinburgh. Then we went to
Craig's house.
Craig's house, Craig, where I promptly ran into his the brick pillar in the front of the house, whatever.
The dented the rental car.
Yeah, and we had lovely tea, and then we stayed that night in
Charlestown. Ford.
Yep. And then the next day we did a little trip to East Kilbride to see my old stomping ground, see the house I lived in and my old school.
By way of the Kelpies and the Falkirk Wheel.
That's right.
Which is very cool. I'm trying to write a song about the Falkirk Wheel.
Okay.
I'm trying to write lyrics for a song you're going to write about the Falkirk.
Okay. And so the Falkirk Wheel is really cool, and that whole, and the Kelpies, which I had never seen before. They weren't there when I was there. So. Then we went to up through Oban and went to the Isle of Mull.
We did.
And we were there for 5 days. A lovely little cottage, or lovely apartment that Christina found. It was absolutely gorgeous, looking over the harbor at Tobermory. That's where the interview happened, as a matter of fact. Is at a little hotel right down the street.
I'll post pictures this weekend. I'll try to get more info out there.
And it was seeing West Kilbride and the Isle of Mull. There were bits of that looked positively Caribbean, because we had more sunshine than I had ever seen in the 3 years that I was there. So it was really nice, if somewhat deceptive. And then we came back through Glencoe and
Pitlochry,
yeah, and
which is where Craig is for Norma's birthday.
Yep.
Right now.
And
Happy birthday, Mom!
Yep, and we ended up back in Edinburgh for the Tattoo on Friday night, with which we saw Kevin and Jess, and we also did a tour the next night, right? We did a
tour we did Mary King's Close.
Yeah.
Underground, under the streets of Scotland. It was very cool.
Yeah, so and then Christine and I got a chance to do a walking tour of the castle on Monday, and then we saw a wonderful, absolutely fabulous show about legendary bagpiper Gordon Duncan. It was kind of a one-man show with some backing music, but it was all live, and it was a really great experience. It was excellently written, excellently performed, and we got to meet up with the writer and performer at the Waverly with good friend Hugh Scott and Richard Keane afterwards. So a wonderful time was had by all. Absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and I'm so glad I got to spend it and do it with my best friend who's sitting on the sofa over there.
Hello.
Thank you. So there you go. That's the wrap-up of Scotland. Have there been any requests that came through?
Bonnie Dundee.
Bonnie Dundee? Okay. I can do
Bonnie Dundee, Children of Alma. So one of the things that we did as we were driving through beautiful rural Scotland was we listened to quite a bit of
the Corys.
Of the Corys and the Oblong Dogs and Silly Wizard and Battlefield Band and I think Run Rig and Clan Alba as well.
Yep.
But a lot of Scottish, really fucking good Scottish music.
I think I'm going to get my standby. Well, I'll just play it on this.
Okay.
I'm just going to go get my my other tenor, my nylon tenor, but I can do it on this. It's fine. So this is a song that I actually learned in school while I lived in Scotland in music class.
In the comments, please talk about the songs you learned in school that had to do with history. So in Texas, everybody knows, or we all learned the Yellow Rose of Texas. We learned the Eyes of Texas Are Upon You, Davy Crockett, some other songs about that. You learned America the Beautiful, and we learned
God Bless America.
God Bless America. We learned This Land Is Your Land. Must have gone to a progressive school. So Wolf was talking about, this is a song he actually learned in school, in what would be the equivalent of middle school. So the end of primary school, beginning of secondary school in Scotland. So, but in the comments, tell us what patriotic songs you or state
or local songs, like what folk songs did you learn
in school?
In school, and tell us what school you were in. That'd be interesting. But this is one of the ones I learned, and I don't know when it's from, but I'm sure it's from this is probably from the 15 or 1600s, maybe the 1700s. But Bonnie Dundee was the actual the Lord of Claverhouse, if I remember correctly, and it was about the Royalists and the basically Scottish independence. And Bonnie Dundee had his own kind of regiment that wore blue bonnets. And so,
CJ, oh good, I didn't miss the tuning. That's my favorite part. Fucking CJ, I love you, CJ.
Hope you're doing well, fella. Anyway, here's Bonnie Dundee. To the Lords of Convention, whose clever house spoke, ere the king's crown go down, there are crowns to be broke. So each cavalier who loves honor and me, let him follow the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the Westport and let us gain free. For it's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Dundee, he is mounted and rides up the street. The bells they ring backwards, the drums they are beat. But the Provost man says just let it be, for the tune is well rid of that devil Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, come saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the Westport and let us get free. For it's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. There are hills beyond Pentland and land beyond Forth. There are clouds in the south, there are chiefs in the north. There are brave Denny Wassels, 3,000 times 3. Cry high for the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, come saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the Westport and let us get free. For it's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Genoa, to the hills, to the lee and the rocks. Ere I own a usurper, I'll crouch with a fox. So tremble, false wigs, in the midst of your glee, for you know, see the last of my bonnets and me. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, come saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the Westport and let us get free. For it's up with the bonnets of Bonnie Dundee. Come fill up my cup, come fill up my can, come saddle my horses and call out my men. Unhook the Westport and let us get free. For it's up with the bonnets, oh Bonnie Dundee.
1616. The tune goes back to 1618 as the first instance, and it is Awa Dundee is the tune. I don't know what that song, but it is, he then wrote the song, and the tune underneath is used for like at least 15 other songs.
Yeah.
So when presenting his song, he gave examples of the other songs that were used to that same tune.
Okay.
So there you go. There's a little info on Bonnie Dundee.
And hello to Kathleen Jackson, our very good friend,
Hello!
which I assume means Richard is also there. So, welcome, Richard. Richard Jones. Okay. You wanted.
During the final phase of the Second Boer War, Afrikaner residents of Whitburg taunted the local British garrison with a parody of Bonnie Dundee. I love Wikipedia. Everybody go donate $3 to Wikipedia.
Did we want? Let's see.
I want Children of Alba.
Children of Alba. Okay. Children of Alba, strong candidate for the new album, which I need to get work on one of these days, or back to work on.
Right. Hey, did you find the extension cord for?
I did. It's already out there and starting on radio.
So we got home from Scotland on Tuesday night. Thursday, Ruth arrived. Not long after Ruth left, Sherry and Bobby Bush arrived for a few days. We just put them on a plane this morning. Christy and Gordon McLeod arrived tonight after their house concert in Denver. They're gonna plug in their RV and then they're gonna show. Look for some live stream tomorrow afternoon.
Yep, I'm gonna go play with them. They've got a gig at City Star in Berthoud, about 20 minutes away, and I'm gonna go play percussion for them.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
So I think I am.
Did somebody ask you to do
I
that?
think they did. But if not, it's okay. I'll go and I'll watch and I'll.
But yeah, so like I said, if you are planning to visit, you gotta make your reservations well in advance.
I was also trying to remember another song that everybody in America knew as a kid was Yankee Doodle. That goes
Yep.
back to the Revolutionary War, 1760s, 76 in there. So
CJ says hot cross buns commemorating the Revolutionary War Battle of Hot Cross, Vermont.
I thought it had something to do with your buns, but so this is a song called Children of Alba that I first heard in the early 90s and I've been trying to think about doing for that long. So here's
And
that
what
one.
version did you hear?
It's by a group called the No O'Deal, and which means the Hill of Deal, and it's Ivan Drever who went on to found Wolfstone,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know if this is at the same time or whatever, but very sketchy information about it. But,
We'll have to do some research.
Hail from the war, aim is the soldier, aim brave the trenches, the killing and the shame. Now the old warrior, he looks back in anger, the suffering, dying, the bullets and the flame. Hail, hail, Alba, aim is the traveler, aim gave a bosom that never grows cold. The soldier, the tinker, the old music maker, the children of Alba that never grow old. Aim for his soldier, the tinker is weary, tired of tramping the highways and down, crossing the borders, can't go any further. Take Alba, or he'll slip and walk. Take Alba, aim is the traveler, aim tame her bosom that never grows Every his travels, the man and his music, the laughter that hides all loneliness there. His songs and his ballads, his tunes and his stories are all locked away to be danced and amen. Hey, the old Alba, aim is the traveler, aim to her bosom that never grows cold. The soldier, the tinker, the old music maker, the children of Alma that never grow old. Aim to old Alba, aim is the traveler, aim to her bosom that never grows cold. The soldier, the tinker, the old music maker, the children of Alma that never grow old. The children of Alba that never grow old.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to hear You and Then Go,
Okay.
which is, I was talking with Jane, a new friend that we met via Xena at dinner. We went to Chewy's down in Westminster. But Jane is Scottish, and we were talking about new folk songs, or newer, and
Modern folk song.
modern folk songs. And so, you know, I think No Gods counts,
Mhm.
you know, but it's a folk song about,
It's meta. It's folk song about folk songs.
That's that's true.
Yep. But this is one by our friend Mr. Brian McNeil from his wonderful album Back of the North Wind. If you don't have it already, go buy it.
Gonna make you great like a wing.
Yep, that's an amazing piece of art. You know, that's all it is. So this is a song about Ewan Gillis, who came from a very tiny island called St. Kilda in the Hebrides. Did we say the Northern Hebrides?
I'm Googling it.
Sorry, I keep asking this. I need to put notes in the bottom of my thing. But a very
That's
small
what she
island
said.
that was, in case of a water landing, but in the St. Kilda was a small place, and all they basically had was sheep. And I think Brian
It is a
describes.
remote archipelago situated 64 kilometers west-northwest of North
West.
UIST.
List.
West. Contains the westernmost islands of the Outer Hebrides.
Okay,
So
outer Hebrides.
it's
way
the,
out,
It's
western.
the way Outer Hebrides.
So it's basically the Hawaii of
If we
Scotland.
leave now, we can fly there in 17 hours.
All right. But they evacuated the island, I believe, in the 50s because it was just too hard to. There's not a safe way to get people in and out.
It is not an island singular.
It's
It is
an archipelago. Okay, sorry.
comprised of
Uist. Craig says Uist.
Stackenarman, Stackley, Dune, Levenish. I can't pronounce any of these.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But it was.
it is a cluster.
Aren't we all?
The only accommodation for visitors remaining is a small campsite, not even a building, on the main island of Hirta, H-I-R-T-A.
Anyway, so this is a song about Ewan, who went to look for gold first in Australia and then in California, and then came back and wasn't so welcome. So. You caught the lightning through you. You helped to make her fast. You heard the sailors talking in the rigging. And when when the captain said he'd take another hand before the mast, you knew you were halfway paid a day. So you rode the ocean swell, the Bendigo and live in hell, in the camps down the creeks of Castle Way. For like a million other souls, you were haunted by the gold. You'll never know a peaceful day again. And tell me, you and Gillis, did you still believe a dream when the hard men of Victoria bought and sold you? When you had to sell the farm that you'd sent from the seas, did you curse the tale the sailor lies told you? And did you fight against the call of the island that you knew would never hold you? For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy a piece of freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. And when the dream's done, you've lost your children and your wife, and every single thing you've ever had. You told your friends the goal was still the center of your life, and they told you one and all you were mad. So you wandered through the years, never stopping once to root, and St. Kilda saw your footsteps as you passed. Old Glory even put you in a coat faded blue, till the old Glory claimed you back at last. And tell me, when Gillis, did you give the Lord your thanks when he told you where the golden ridges lay? Or did you bow your head in prayer on the Sacramento banks and ask him, should you go or should you stay? And St. Kilda call you home across the mountains at the dawn of every day. For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy a piece of freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. Again you made the journey to that barren land, to end your days among your kith and kin, to a winter when the devil held the island in his hand, and the shadow of starvation rode the wind. But it's hard upon St. Kilda for the hope to keep their pride, when every season brings them to despair. And you hear you tell the tale of a different ocean's tide, made their bitter burden harder still to bear. So though they knew you for their own, you were forced to stand alone in a solitude that no man could endure. They made your home a living grave till the bravest of the brave was forced to leave the forest of the poor. So you reached down one again and took hold of the bonny golden blue. For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy a piece of freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. When first I heard the tale of you and the gold, I was filled with bitter anger and with tears. To see a traveling man return and then be shut out from the fold drove a shaft into the deepest of my fears. For God made you and Gillis, God gave him wings to fly, but only from the land where he belonged. Went to fight with God himself for life. right in you and I, or with any man who tells me he was wrong. Oh, there are men who use their dreams to tear themselves apart, and there's men who never find a dream at all. But how many find the courage to look deep within their hearts, to find a dream they can follow till they fall? And when my heart cries out to wander, I can hear him answer in the call. For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy him peace or freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Gillis rocky shore. And on the island, the greatest story ever told, it was always you and Gillis, California, and the gold. So far from St. Gillis rocky Now to find out what. Much better. All right. What else?
Well, I have a big whole list.
Did you want No Gods?
Yeah, I do. But there's also another one I was thinking of.
Okay. Prince of Darkness?
Yes. You can have bubbles in the fucking Prince of Darkness. Yes, the Prince of Darkness. Shit, I just had it. Oh, Sailing to Philadelphia, please.
Okay, why don't I do Prince of Darkness because it's a Brian McNeil rock block, and then we'll do Philadelphia. All right, so here's another one by Mr. Brian McNeil, and I got the opportunity to sing this for Bill Scotland, who spent his some 40 years down the mine in Kirkcaldy and right there in.
And actually, we met Jane today at dinner. She's from Kirkcaldy.
That's right.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's a small world.
Well, we didn't see a ton of Scotland, so the fact that the person we met is from that's pretty cool.
I was born in the village of Mackenzie, and my father was an elder on the curve. And on the day I turned 13, he looked me in the ear, and he told me it was time I was in work. For employment was a way to beat the devil, and I must challenge him wherever he was found. But if I wanted decent pay, there were 5 different ways: north, south, east, west, or down. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart to a 4-foot scene. When they asked me if I was poor, I'd tell them I sure. They never had to teach me how to dream. Oh, the first time I went under, I was shaking. I was just a nanny frightened on the dark. But with a cutter in my hand, I soon became a man. I surely was never frightened of the worst. I learned to listen for the creaking of the timbers, to watch the air of the candle flame. And on every sweaty turn, I knew how many risks were run, and I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart to a 4-foot seam. When they asked me if I was poor, I'd tell them I was sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream. I went to Newton Bridge and Kirkcaldy, sweating blood for 7 bob a week. And in the shuttle and the cage, I learned the spirit of the age from men who never turned the other cheek. And when my father asked if I was still for Jesus, was he my help and my Savior doing the mine? I said I'd bow my head in prayer, I'd turn and bound in there, and my shoulder on the Union picket line. Join the Union. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness, steal away the hide through a 4-foot seam. When they asked me if I was poor, tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream. Now I work in a mining museum. I show the tourists what my job used to be. And when they ask about my clan, I tell them I'm a working man, and the union is clan enough for me. It gave me brothers frae the Red and tae the Ronda, and comrades frae the Rockies tae the Rand. For there's no color, creed, or race when you're sweating at the base. We have a pick or a shovel in your hand. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was cool, I'd tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream. But now we've a new government in London, and the new Labour Party's won the day. And they come back to find their roots in their sharp battalion suits. And when the cameras are gone, so are they. And they whisper that socialism's dying. You can't sell it at the supermarket too. And there's 50 lads like me will make bloody sure they see that ideas are the hardest things to kill. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream.
Really good one. That's a contender for the album, isn't it?
Well, I have a separate list of Miners. Miners is a separate album, or Miners are working
Brian
song.
write that?
According to Adventure Doc, Brian wrote the lyrics and Ed wrote the melody.
And so this is
the Ed Miller version.
Right, except Brian and Ed broke up, and this is the. You think this is the Ed Miller and not the rewritten?
Yeah, this because I learned this from the singing of Ed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because there's another one now, and and Brian wrote new music.
Right.
Because we're nothing if not petty in our old age. Okay.
Well, I don't know what's there. I don't want to get in the middle of it. So that happens to be the song, the version I learned, and it's a great song. And
it is.
So I'm going to do it. All right. And this one is a song by famous noted Scotsman Mr. Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits fame, and I learned this from Scooter and Jill, who I'll be playing with in a couple weeks here at the...
like 12 days or something?
Yeah, a couple weeks, 12 days, okay.
Yeah.
At Longs Peak Highland Games, an Irish festival and bologna sausage thing, I don't know. Some long name.
Yeah.
Long's Peak Games, Justice Park, Scottish Games. And I believe Adventure Doc will be joining us. So, looking forward to that. So, here's this. Here, talk about historical songs. About two famous Englishmen who helped shape the face of a continent. The continent being North America. Sorry, I didn't hear that. I'm Jeremiah Dixon. I am a Johnny boy. A glass of wine with you, sir. Ladies, I'll enjoy. On Durham and Northumberland is measured out by my own hand. It was my patient's blood to make my mark upon the earth. He calls me Charlie Mason, a stargazer of mine. Seems that I was born a child evening sky. They cut me out for baking bread, but I had other dreams instead. Baker's boy from the West Country will join the Royal Society. Now we are sailing to Philadelphia, a world away from the coldy time. Sailing to Philadelphia to draw a line. But the Mason-Dixon night. Now you're a good surveyor, Dixon, but I swear you'll drive me mad. The West will kill us both, you gullible Geordie lad. You talk of liberty, how can America be free? Geordie and a maker's boy, to the chorus of the Iroquois. Now hold your head on Mason, see America lies there. The morning tide is raised, the capes of Delaware. Come up and feel the sun, a new morning has begun. Another day will make it there, why a star should guide us here. We are sailing to Philadelphia, away from the coldy time. Sailing to Philadelphia, to draw the line. We are sailing to Philadelphia, away from the coldy time. Sailing to Philadelphia to draw a line. Mason-Dixon line.
I do love that one.
All right. Thank you. We're up to 15 viewers.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your most valuable commodity with me, your time and
I
attention.
would love to hear more than just a dram.
More than just a dram.
Please.
Got it. So I had the good fortune to go visit the Middleton Whiskey Distillery again, where they make Jameson and Powers and Redbreast and Red Spot, Green Spot, Spot Mark, those things. So, and I got to sing this song about that experience. I learned it from Ed Miller, and the song was written by Robin Lang.
And Dr. Adventure Dog got to meet Robin Lang.
Yep.
Which I think is pretty fucking cool.
Take clear water from the hill, body from the lowlands. Take a master craftsman skill and something. Let me try that over again.
A little fast.
Yeah, it's all the cocaine I did before the show.
Okay.
My metabolism.
At least we
speeds
know
up.
why.
Take clear water from the hill, body from the lowlands. Take a master craftsman skill and something harder to define, like secrets in the shape of copper still, or the slow, silent magic work of time. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, turn them into dreams. Bring back sherry cask from Spain, San Lucarda, Balameda, build them up again with the spirit of the land. And let the word work to the spirit's gate, in a process no one fully understands. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, turn them into dreams. Oh, the spirit starts out clear, but see the transformation after many patient years, when at last the tale unfolds. Oh, the colors of the seasons will appear, from the palest yellow to the deepest gold. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, turn them into dreams. So when you hold it in your hand, it's the pulse of one small nation, so much more than just a drop. You can see it if you will. The people and the weather and the land, from the past into the present is still. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise. Whiskey or the devil in disguise, at least to some, that's the way it seems. But you're more like an angel in my eyes. Catch the heady vapors as they rise, and turn them into peaceful, pleasant dreams. So, and that's a candidate for the drinking album.
I can see that. Okay.
What else? What else we got?
Dublin Blues.
Dublin Blues. Okay.
Unless somebody's gonna speak up.
Please, if you have a request, go ahead and mention it in
Go
the
ahead and
comments there.
request.
Let me go to my banner and I can turn that off. I can turn that on. I need to be better about remembering.
Hey, Colin Shoemaker!
Hey, Colin!
Colin! How are you, sir?
Thanks for joining us. I hope you're well, my friend. We're dangerously close to getting 20. We're at 18. Everybody out, go out and get 2 friends. I want to ring the bell.
Oh, request for Generations of Change.
Okay. I'll do that one first.
So, Colin Shoemaker is in my phone as Colin Flute and Whistle Maker. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Old school, AGA. So, Generations of Change and AGA are very old school.
That's all, both very old school, yeah. So, Generations of Change is as close to one of the first songs I ever learned to perform.
Recorded, the first one was what, 5-8? What are the songs that you sang on Beats of Courage?
Mighty Lass of 5e and the Pills of White Mercury.
Pills, yeah.
As the first recorded ones. Me father was a daddy, for a wee farm in Cape. He worked on the land all the days of his life. By the time he made second, the ice said he reckoned he plowed near on high for the East York fight in the UK. He beat on it Randeston, Royal and Leffington, Campbell and Carby and Dignity Hill. At Kingsbarn he's married, at Four Hills he's buried, but man, had he lived he'd be plowing on his hill. For those days were his days, those ways were his ways, to follow the blue while his back was still strong. But this day is past, and the time come at last, for the weakness of age to make a way for the young. I was never blowing to the sea, I was going to follow the fish and the fisherman ways. In rain, hail, and sunshine, I'd watch the lang run by, and there contented his steel working days. I'd lang mine the flooded ground, the Dutch and the Dogger Bank, pull the big fish from the deep devil's hole. Ironside trod off Shetland, the Faroes and Iceland, weather much worse than a body could hold. For that day was my day, that way was my way, to follow the fish where my back was still strong. But that day is past, and the time come at last, for the weakness of age to make way for the young. My sons, they have their own, and away they have gone. They search for black oil in the far northern sea. Like oilmen they walk, and like Yankees they talk. There's no much in common between my son and me. They've rough rig on Josephine, Forties and Midian, Claymore and Dunman, Fisher and all. Oh, they made fortune for sure, or in one run ashore. They spent more than I am in a hail season's work. But this day is their day, this way is their way. Rider of the ring, or their backs are still strong. But this day will pass, and the time come at last, for the weakness of age to make a way for the young. My grandsons are growing, to school they're soon going. Long weeks of summer they spend here with me. We walk through the warm days, talk of the old ways, the cornfields, the codfish, the land and the sea. We walk through the fields that my father once tilled, talk with the old men who once sailed with me. Mine has been awfully good, I've shown them all I could, of the past and the present, what their future might be. For the morn will be their day, what will be their way, what will they make of their land, sea and the sky. The man has seen off a change, but it still seems so strange to look at my world through a young laddie's eyes. La -da 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 -da. Take a look at your world through a young laddie's eyes.
Woo! We had a request for both AGA and also Aaron to practice.
Well, just for fun, why don't we try AGA on an actual guitar, an actual, real, honest-to-God, six-string guitar. Let's see how badly I screw it up. I had it down-tuned, though, so hold on a second here. Can't tell. Brand new strings. Converted this from a 4-string back to a 6-string. All right, kicking it old school. And let's see if I can get through it. I gotta giggle it though, that's true. Another day on the thin red line between the present and the past. My feet they hurt, our shoulders now, but this too shall pass like a kidney stone. The women they blush, the old man crying, the children they run away. A dog starts howling somewhere down the street as the pipes begin to play. Amazing grace, again, old lang syne, my friend, and the road it never ends. Well, you know, come back again. Well, I started out young, I practiced real hard and tried to make the grade. But now I'm older, all I'm thinking about is getting through this damn parade. It's still not returned again and again, though the novelty has died. Is it the machismo or the leather or the lukewarm beer, or something deeper down inside like amazing grace? Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the road it never ends. Well, you know, come back purebred and a single malt and the Mac for the name. Mighty influential for a backwards place on the edge of the third world. Strange how everyone becomes a Scot when the pipes begin to skirl to amazing grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the road it never ends when all come back again. Well, we won many prizes for the portrait. When all is said and done, I become my best self when I'm rapping on that drum. So we'll put up with the jokes and the hateful stares for this noise of it cut old stones. Bad by the right, and we're heroes again as the pipes kick in the drones to amazing grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the road it never ends. Well, you know, come back again, amazing grace. Again, old lang syne, my friend, and the road it never ends. Well, you know, come back again, everybody. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Let's see, a wretch like me, I was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. Now we're back down to 19, but for a brief shining moment there, we had 20. So this is not the guitar that I wrote this song on, but this is the guitar that was used on all the Jiggernaut recordings, and it was a song I wrote Holy Grail on. There we go. Hey, Tonali Chan, thanks for joining us. I appreciate seeing you. Glad to see you. So we had Amazing Grace again, and there was something else. Did Generations of Change, Amazing Grace again, and I don't remember what the other one was. So I wonder if I can find another song I could play on guitar. 39 was requested. Okay, Brad Nelson, we can do 39 for you.
And Aaron Apprentice for Craig.
Oh, okay, Aaron Apprentice, that was the other one. So we'll do Aaron Apprentice and then 39. So, Aaron Apprentice. Aaron Apprentice. There we go. And which is one I could actually do on guitar, now that I'm thinking about it. So we'll try it on guitar. What a treat. It's even the same capo. So this is a song written and performed by Andy M. Stewart and Uncle Bill Watkins. So here you go. And it's on my Holy Grail album. There you go. Maid, I fell in love. Her ring that so entwined me. Aphrodite smiled in mine. Cupid's arrow struck behind me, and her father owned a boat. It was there I met my nemesis in her father's licensed premises, like a seraphim of Genesis. Took astride a portobello. She looked the kind of girl that would fill you with desire. All the turtle doves were cooing as I took to my room. Her loveliness pursuing in the springtime of that year. But she thought I should be older and more gallant and much bolder. In the uniform of a soldier, 'cause then she'd hold me here. In extremis and euphoria, I joined with Queen Victoria for a spell of death or gloria, a fighting with the board. Through the wind I threw all caution, to return with fame and fortune, and together make a portion of matrimony's chore. On the gravestone of her mother, she swore she loved no other. But I would soon discover that she played me for a bird. For Lady Luck had reached me, and intelligence had reached me. Whilst I'd been overseas, she had married to a Turk. Well, me I then deserted for to find the girl who flirted. Back to Ireland I reverted, my jealousy was roused. In Macquarie's voluntary, I found him making merry with his arms around my Mary, as together they caroused. So I took my time and waited until his thirst was sated. He navigated through the streets of Derry town. At his lodgings he stood knocking, and whilst they were unlocking, I put a stone into a stocking. On his head I brought it down. It was in the night serenity was rent with loud obscenity and Ottoman profanity I couldn't understand. With an oath he came to grab me, with full intent to stab me, but as he tried to combat me, I was screaming up the Strand. All around the town's perimeter, he chased me with his scimitar, a powerful passion limiter to an errant in his prime. Through the waterside he chased me, to the bridge of Foyle he raced me, but at Derry Quay he faced me, so I jumped into the tide. Sure bravery's no virtue when some heathen's trying to hurt you, and on noble cause desert you when you see his curly knife. For there's many things worth trying for, and occasionally worth lying for. This bugger all worth dying for, so I'll stick to the single lie.
Shay just had several stray vitamins in his nighttime meds. So you put turmeric and old people eye vitamins in his meds, and he was like,
well, good. I'm glad he asked. Thank you for asking, Shay.
He already went out of bed, but that's why I disappeared in the middle.
No problem. So then we had a request for 39.
What else if we could just call her? And
No.
it's her ringtone.
Oh, that's true. But actually, the request for 39 came from Brad Nelson.
Ah! Hi, Brad!
She says, hi, Brad. All right. Let's try it on this. That. And then I need Koppel. I've got capos for all my instruments, and I don't know why. I don't have more out here, but So here's a little Queen for you. Yeah, Taylor Cook, good to see you. I did I Love Hope just for you because of your request from last week, and I did earlier in the show. So sorry about that. Sailed out into the blue and sunny moon, stayed aside of the sea. And the night followed day, and the storytellers say that the score brave souls inside. Oh, many lonely days sailed across the Milky Sea, never back, never fear, never cry. Don't you hear my call? Oh, you're many years away. Don't you calling you? Write your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand and the land that our grandchildren cry to me. Don't you hear my call? Though you're many years away, don't you hear me calling you? Write your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren know. Don't you hear my call? Though you're many years away, don't you hear me calling you? All your letters in the sand cannot heal me like your hand for my life. Still ahead, pity me.
For songs that have already been done tonight, but
Hey, you snooze, you lose.
how about City of Immigrants?
Sure.
Which I think is the one. So Tana asked for immigrant songs, and I think maybe that's the one she means.
Okay.
Because that's the one that has the word immigrants in it, of all of the songs on that CD.
No.
Are we sure?
Yeah, Dance Called America I haven't done.
Tonight? I think you did it earlier in the day then. Oh, yesterday when we were sitting here with Bobby and Sherry.
Did it at Summit.
Oh, you did it at Summit. Okay. Never mind, Dance Called America's on the list. If I die, just roll me up in a rich tea wrapper.
heart, keeping time, keeping down, singing in languages I don't speak, living in a city of immigrants. City of black, city of white, city of light, city of innocence, city of sweat, city of tears, oh, city of prayers, city of immigrants. Living in a city with a dream to men, reach up to touch the sky and then tumble back down to the earth again. Living in a city that never quits. Living in a city where the streets are paved with good intention and the people made a sacred promise the statue made. Living in a city of ignorance. City of stone, a city of steel, oh, city of will. Constantly spinning, oh, city of bone, city of scale, oh, city of pain, city of immigrants. All of us are immigrants. Every daughter, every son, everyone is everyone. All of us are immigrants. Everyone. Living in a city of immigrants. The river flows out and the sea rolls in, washing away all of my sins. Living in a city of immigrants. City of black, city of white, city of light. I'm living in a city of immigrants, city of sweat, city of tears, oh, city of prayers. I'm living in a city of immigrants, city of stone, city of steel, oh, city of wheels. Constantly spinning, oh, city of bone, city of skin, oh, city of pain, city of immigrants.
So, Dance Called America and No Gods, and then I'm probably going to sleep.
So am I.
Oh, wow.
Dance Called America. The landlords came, the peasant triumphed to the sacrifice of men. Through the past and not quite darkly, the present once again. In the name of capital, establishment, improvers, it's a day. The hidden truths, the hidden lies, that one's live yet to pay. Of a dance called America, they danced it round and waiting at the turns for America. They danced the ladies round. The candles of enlightenment once lit, they say don't burn, to turn the darkest road of suffering to a greater state of pain. Don't tell me our very last stand together. So let's sever no regrets. Do a dance called America. They danced around and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. Turn, turn. Pick it up, pick it up. There were days that once held confidence, strength of will and mind. The camouflage that once washed your fathers and your sons' darkest time. Another turn, my love, my island. You've gone international with all the praying men of God who stood and watched it all go on. And the dance called America. They danced around and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies fell on for a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. On for a dance, on for a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. Turn. And No Gods was the other one.
Yep.
And then we're going to call it a night.
And then we're call. Okay, good night, ladies.
So No Gods, Brian McNeil song.
That's right. It has been a Brian centric evening, and I'm really okay with that.
So, Brian McNeil, that's our last song for the evening. Good night, Paul Campbell. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll wrap it up. I was listening to the news the other day. Heard a fat politician who had the nerve to say he was proud to be Scottish, by the way, with all the glories of our past to remember. His taste was like us, listen to the cry, no surrender to the truth. Here's the reason why, the power and the glory were just another bloody lie they used to keep us all in line. For there's no gods and rescue heroes, but there's plenty on the door in the land of the living. And it's time now to sweep the future clear of the lies of our past, and know we never will. So farewell to the Heather and the Glen. They cleared us off once and they'll do it all again. I still prefer sheep to thinking men. But men who think like sheep are even better. There's nothing much to choose between the old laird and the new. They still don't give a damn for the likes of me and you. Mind you pay your rent to the factor when it's due. And mind your bloody manners when you pay. Oh, there's no gods and there's rescue heroes, but there's plenty on the dole in the land of the living. And it's time now to sweep the future clear of the lies of our past that we knew were never real. And tell me, will we never hear the end of poor bloody Charlie in Cologne yet again? Though he ran like a rabbit down the glen, even better folk than him to be butchered. You're sitting in your council house, dreaming of your clan, waiting for the Jacobites to come and clear the land. Try going to the brew with your claymore in your hand and count all the princes in the queue. For there's no guards and there's precious few heroes. There's plenty on the dole in the land of the real. But it's time now to sweep the future clear of the lies of our past that we knew were never real. Scott with the braid. If you don't fight soon, there'll be nothing left to say. Or would you rather stand and watch them dig your grave while you wait for the Tartan Messiah? He'll lead us to the promised land with laughter in his eye. We'll all live off the oil and the whiskey by and by. Free heavy beer, 5 steppers in the sky. We never had the sense to learn. But it's time now to sweep the future clear of the lies of our past that we knew were never real. There's no gods, there's precious few heroes, and there's plenty on the door in the land of the real. But I'm damn sure there's plenty living here of the day we stand together with our shoulder to the wheel. There's no gods.
Woo! Yay!
All right, well, let's play out with some wonderful music from Steph Jeremiah.
Everybody go get
this
Steph
going.
Jeremiah's CD. Will you pick it up and show
Yes,
it to
I
them?
will pick it up and show it to you.
Jeremiah is spelled Jeremiah.
Geremia.
Right.
And let's see, there's got to be a website here. StephJeremiah.com. StephGeremia.com. And do you want to tell a little bit how you met Steph?
Oh, she was part of the showcase for the Association of Irish and Celtic Festivals in Galway in October of 2023. And I went as part of the SCMA/NTIF board. So, and she gave me that, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. You will love it too.
Yep. So thank you so much for sharing your most valuable commodity, your time and attention with me and my lovely wife, Christina, there on executive producing.
Top liver over there.
And we hope that we'll see you again next week, same old time, same old channel, right here on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and on the Twitch. Thank you again for being a part of this, for making this possible and necessary.
We love you all individually and in groups.
We'll see y'all later. Cheers. Bye-bye.